gentlemen, I present to you the Week 6 recap. So, I don't know if everyone had as good a Week 6 as I did, but let's start it off. Actually, just to show you guys, I'm a humble person. I'm not going to start with my matchup. First, we're going to start with Ray Rice Haymakers, Mason, against Endangered Species, Wyatt. And, tough matchup, Wyatt. I won't lie. Mason's team just kind of came out firing. I mean, Brock Purdy had 30 points. You had Joe Mixon with 27. Montgomery with 21. Jalen Reed with 14.8. Even though you had Baker Mayfield with 32.9 and Bruce Irving with 18.5, he just couldn't pull it off. And Boswell had 17 points. Way to go, kickers. But Mason takes the win there. Next, we had Hale Murray, which is Russ, and Rasheed's knees, which this went all the way to Monday Night Football. And I could feel JT sweating. JT was sweating this because Russ had Dalton Kincaid left, and all he needed was one more point, one more catch. He didn't even have to gain a yard. If Kincaid would have had one more catch, Russ would have took the dub here. But JT takes the dub with 120.1 to 119.26. So it was a very close matchup. Next, we had Tyreek's Dusty Rubbers Paxton against Jukebox Losers, which is Eric. And close matchup. Very close matchup. I mean, 109 to 107. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of close matchups this week. But even though Paxton had Justin Fields at 20.7 and Drake London with 19 points. And unfortunately, he had Jordan Addison in instead of Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson would have made that dub even sweeter, but a win's a win. A win's a win. You got to give it to him. Next, we had Haktua Chris against Rio. And I feel bad for Chris on this one. Rio won 139 to 97, but poor Chris. He had Dak Prescott, who got him negative 0.78 points. God, that negative 1 point for a sack really comes in effect. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but negative 1 point for a quarterback when they get sacked is a huge thing. Because, I mean, negative 0.78 points is what Chris got from Dak Prescott. Even though he has Derrick Henry, got him 25. He had Stephon Diggs, who had 19 with Nico Collins out. Yeah, a lot of wide receivers went out that are on JT's team. Sorry, JT. But, like I said, Rio took the win here, 139 to Chris's 97. But it's all right. Last but not least, we had me and Kevin. And this was a very close matchup as well. Kevin had Joe Burrow, Kenneth Walker, and I mean, pretty much his whole team besides one player got in double digits. But I had Jordan Love because I sat Josh Allen. Sometimes you get a feeling. And if I'd have played Josh Allen over Jordan Love, I'd have lost. But I took the dub here, 138 to 133. Great matchup. But let us take a look at the standings here. We have top two at 5-1 is JT and Mason. Tied for third, we have Kevin and Paxton. Tied for fifth, we have me and Russ at 3-3. Rio and Chris tied at seventh at 2-4. And Wyatt and Eric on the bottom at 1-5. But it's okay. Let's look at next week's matchup. We have... Sorry.
You didn't mean anything by it.
We have me against Paxton, And Paxton's very favored here because I am not doing well. Rio against Eric. Russ against Chris. And Mason against JT. So we have two number ones going at each other. Two 5-1 teams going at it. Someone's going to come out with a loss. Who's it going to be? But good luck to everybody on next week. And we'll see you in a week.